Very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Syed Abdul, working as assistant professor under Technocrats project in Harcourt Patlar Technical University, Kanpur. Today we are going to start a new lecture series, that is MATLAB for Food Technocrats. So many of the members of food technology fraternity lacks these computational skills which are required to solve numerical problems, or which are required in optimization techniques, or which are required in image analysis, or which are required in numerical solving numerical methods. So we have come up with this lecture series so that it can be beneficial to the graduate students who are pursuing BTech food technology, BTech food engineering. Okay, so in this lecture series, the we will proceed with the applications which are suitable to graduate students of food technology. Okay, so if you see this MATLAB, or why there is a need to learn MATLAB. So during their projects works, students may have to work on kinetics, reaction kinetics, or sometimes they need to understand heat and mass transfer involved, or sometimes they need to develop equations to solve the amount of energy required, or in that cases if the process or system is unsteady state, there is a high chance of developing complex equations which cannot be solved easily. So that can be solved by using this MATLAB, as well as to study the reaction kinetics and enzyme kinetics also we can use MATLAB. So there are a number of applications of MATLAB for food technocrats. So we will see those applications during the progress of our lecture series, uh, with the focus on engineering students, that is BTech food technology, BTech food engineering, BTech food process engineering. So we will start our first lecture. So our first lecture is introduction. So we will introduce ourselves to the MATLAB. Okay. So if you look at MATLAB, it was invented by Professor Clave Muller of University of Mexico in late 1970s to make programming easy for his students. So basically, he has developed to make the programming easy for his students in 1970. So the name MATLAB, if you look at it, can be divided into two parts. First one is matrix, second one is laboratory. Okay, so mat refers to the matrix, lab refers to laboratory. So is written originally to provide easy access to matrix software developed by the Linpack and ISPAC. So these are the project systems which are developed to combine this MATLAB. Right? So MATLAB is an interactive system whose basic data element is an array. So means here the data is given in the form of arrays. So that does not require dimensioning. The software package has been commercially available since 1984 and is now considered as a standard tool at most universities and industries worldwide. So this MATLAB, not in you can say in food technology. In India also, few of the universities they have introduced this MATLAB for food technocrat students during their graduation. So if you look at the applications of this MATLAB in food technology, so it can be used for image analysis of food samples to determine their physical properties such as length, width, thickness, color, porosity, etc. So if you look at the small grains such as wheat, rice, oat, so these are very small grains. So determination of physical properties of these materials requires lot of time, because we need to use either screw gauge or vernier calipers, but we can by using the image analysis tool of MATLAB, we can easily calculate these physical properties of those small items, as well as even in case of fruits and vegetables also we can use this image analysis to calculate or determine their physical properties such as length, width, thickness, color, porosity, etc. Here I have given very few examples only. Next, this image analysis can also be used in sorting and grading of for food materials, as well as online quality control. So you may have seen during food processing, there are many chemical changes that takes place, that takes the physical nature of the, that changes the physical nature of the food material. For example, if you look at the uh, batter which is used to prepare cake, so the color or consistency of the batter is different than that of the end product. So during the process of making this batter, converting batter into cake, so there are many chemical as well as physical changes involved. So based on these physical changes, we can monitor the quality of this cake. So in that case, here we need to analyze the images that were of the cake during this transformation. From this images, we can get the data, and that data can be used to control the quality during processing. So it is MATLAB can also be used for data analysis. As it said, it can store the data in matrices. So many of the ANOVA techniques, data analysis techniques, which are used by graduate students during their projects, can also be done by using MATLAB. And process optimization also you can do in MATLAB. So MATLAB is also used to solve complex numerical equations we can apply methods like finite difference method, finite element method, computational fluid dynamics, and spectral elements methods, so which are used to solve these numerical equations. And here the advantage of MATLAB is MATLAB consists of tools that can be easily accessed by the students to solve these complex problems. Okay, it can be used to model. Yes, the main application you can say for food technologies is the modeling. So in modeling, you can model reaction kinetics, enzyme kinetics, and shelf life studies, as well as heat transfer, mass transfer during food processing by using MATLAB. So this is the first session. So what we will do in this session, as this is a primary session, so what we are targeting in this session is just to learn the first steps, that is how to log on to a MATLAB, how to invoke MATLAB, and how to do few simple calculations in MATLAB, and how to exit from the MATLAB. So for this, what we will do, we will open a MATLAB. So if you look at a MATLAB, you can search the MATLAB. I am opening the MATLAB. Give me a moment. So when you open a MATLAB, it requires time because it is a high computational software to open. So when you open a MATLAB in a desktop, you may see the screen like this, right? So here there are several windows of MATLAB, you can say. So this is the first or main window, you can say. This is command window, where you can enter the commands that can be executed in the MATLAB. And there is workspace. Workspace, whatever the commands commands are we are giving in the command window are represented in the workspace. Uh, their commands execution is represented in the workspace. And you can also have in the left side, that is folder, current folder, where directory, you can say directory where you are saving the data, or you can say where you are accessing the files. By clicking these two, you can change the folders or directories, okay, to where you want to save the data or where you want to collect the input data, right? So here there are few options, like here you can say new script. When you click on new script, there will be separate window open where you can develop a script, and that script can be executed in the command window, right? Now I am closing this new script. Then there is new, there is open. You can open any file, find files, or you can import data from any file. You can save the workspace. If you can enter the new variable, or you can open a variable that is already saved, right? So there is a library, Simulink library, where if you click on this, so it requires internet. So it is opening. Meanwhile, we can see here, yes, right. So let is open.